20 rules you should follow while starting a poultry business. Number one, learn poultry farming. The very first step to take in starting a poultry farm business is to learn poultry farming. Do not rush into poultry farming like most of you do. You rush in, you rush out because you don't know the secret behind the business. That is number one. Prepare yourself properly before going into poultry business. Know the business before going into it. If you do not get the training about how to handle a day old chicken, it can be a cost. It become a costly at the end of the poultry. Make sure you get the best training before going into poultry business because it's not a type of business you just rush in to go in without knowing the secret. Every business has a secret. For you to go into this poultry business, you need to learn the poultry farming very well. Like you need to bring out your time to study it, start to study it. Don't just because you have money to rush into it. That is number one. Don't rush into poultry business because you have the money to go in the business. You must learn how to handle the a day old chicken. Those a day old, if you can handle them very well, that means you are good to go. But if you cannot handle them very well, there's more reason why you have to go to training. Go to training so you know how to handle those day old chicken. If you can handle them very well, if you can train from day old to the end, that means you are good to go. So there is more reason you have to learn the poultry business before going into it. You have to learn how operate on poultry business, operate on poultry. You need to know, learn and consult many people to know more on it. That is number one. Number two, choose your poultry setup. You have to choose your poultry setup. It matters a lot. Poultry farming is a wide industry. Yes, it's a wide industry. There are two types of poultry. There are also two types of farming you can choose from. Broiler, layers, noila, local turkey, foreign turkey, cockerel, and layers. There is one we call layers. So there are the different types of poultry farming. There is more reason why you need to learn to know where you focus on. You can't just come and focus on everything, every side. It's not possible because if you focus on every side, you lose everything. So if you are to go into this poultry farming, you are to go into this poultry, you need to focus on one particular side. One side. As I mentioned, we have different types. We have broiler, we have noila, we have cockerel, we have local chicken, we have layers, we have local turkey, we have foreign turkey. They are all poultry farming. They are all poultry farming. And if you want to know more, you want to achieve a very good goal at end, you have to focus on one particular side for the start. You have to focus on one particular, as in focus on one side for the start. There are different species of chickens, turkeys. So, but you have to start from one place. For some of you, just there's no reason I say you have to go for training. Some of you just come in because you have seen your friend, your neighbor doing it. You just jump in and start doing it, and you think you know it all. Your money cannot speak on this time. Your money cannot make you to achieve a successful poultry farming. But your training, your knowledge, what your wisdom, what your experience, that is what matters in this business. If you want to make it big, if you want to make it big, many people that are passionate are making millions and thousands of nairas in this business. Many people that are making more money on this business. It's not jump into it to just like that to jump in and start making. They start from what I mean. They start from these processes, the rules that you should follow while starting poultry farm. That is number two. Number two is choose your poultry sectors. Choose the one you are going into. Are you going into layers? Layers, they are all about they lay eggs. Their own measure their major aim, their major objective in poultry is to lay egg. Their own is just to lay egg. While broiler is to for they are all for eating meat and the rest of them. Understand? So turkey also lay egg. Broiler lay eggs. Cockery lay eggs. All they lay eggs. But it depends on what the one you are going into. Understand? It depends on what there is one I say you have to choose your poultry sector. You have to choose the one you are going into. You have to choose the one you want to go into. So that is number one. That is number two. Broiler chicken that you raise that are raised for meat. Layers chicken they are raised from eggs and meat. Turkeys and broiler are for meat as well. There is the business. There is another type of sector I'm going to teach you now. These ones that for ashing. Some people they don't have poultry. Their own is once you bring your egg, they will ash it for you. That is their own job. Are you going into that side? That is another type of business farming. Understand? Poultry farming. Their own just to ash egg. Once you bring your egg, no matter the types of amount of egg you bring, they'll ash it and give it to you. Maybe a turkey egg, layer egg, any type of egg, they ash it for you and give it to you. That is their own business. That is their own farming. That is what they farm. That is how they do it. Understand? So ashing of egg is also great. It's also great. That is their own business. You need to study it before you go into it. So number three of the rules that you should follow while starting poultry business. Number three, sorry. Number three, choose the right types of birds. There is almost the same thing with that other one. Choose the right types of birds. Poultry farm business owners are for many types. Your small poultry farm may start by focusing on two or three chicken and include more chicken later as the business grows. I don't even understand. There is number three. Choose the right types of birds. Poultry farm business owners are for many types. Your small poultry farm may start by focusing or two two or three chicken and include more chicken later as business grows. I don't know if you understand. For most of you, just because you have the money, you only just go and buy a crate of chicken for a start. No, you don't have to buy a crate of chicken for a start. You don't have to buy a dozen for a start. You have to start with two or three to know how, if you can, if you're training, you have to practice what you have trained on. Like, you have to know exactly if you can invest your money on this. You have to test yourself, your ability, your strength, your knowledge on this business. You have to test it. You can't just come because you have the money. Before you know it, you rush in, you buy everything, you build the boy, you do this one. Before you know it, you will be like, what happened to me? Is it not that my village person that is fighting me? What is going on? No, 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 no. To start this, you have to have the experience. That the experience you start with small. You start with two, three to start first. That is what matter. That is number what? Number three. Then number four, create your create your farm logo. Yes. create your farm logo. Think of creating your farm logo. Think of creating your farm logo. While starting a chicken farm, you have to name it properly. You have to name it properly. While starting a chicken farm, you have to name it properly. You may find a lot of farm name ideas. Pick the one that suits you, not the one that suits them. The one that suits you, not the one that suits them. Because this is my name and you love my name. What you know, you only just my name. You don't know if the name will suit you. Can you defend the name? Can you defend the name? That's what you should ask yourself. Because some of you just because this person I know him, he's my neighbor. Look at his logo. Look at what he's using. Find the name that suits you. Find a name that suits you. Find a name that suits your types of farm design for your farm right after you are done. Find a name at that earlier stage. Find a name that suits you. Find a logo, the name that suits the design that suits that your business. Also, create a website. Create a website. Create a website. It can be Facebook website, which is page, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Create a website. Create a website. Be active. Create that website. Post. Tell people what you are doing. Tell people what you want them to know. Tell people what they want to hear. Tell them exactly what they want to hear. Convince them to know, to trust in your logo. Convince them to believe what you are. There must be evidence on what you are doing that make them to, as in that you use to convince them to look at what I am doing. That is another. That is number 4. Visiting your page always. Posting something that will make them to know. Truly, look at what you are selling. Look at the kind of farm. Look at the kind of poultry farm you are doing. That is number 4. Number 5. Set a farm location. Set a farm what? Location. You should think of setting your poultry farm at best location. The location must the location must have all the necessary things needed. Ask me, what is the necessary things needed? Do you have a land? If you don't have a land, how do you have a cage? How is your cage? What is the size of your cage? The size of your cage will determine the amount of bed you put in there. The size of your farm will determine the amount of bed you put in your farm. The size of your cage will determine how many bird you should put in there. You get the size of your cage will determine with some of you, because you have the money and you know fully well that your cage cannot contain 100 birds. You go ahead and buy 100 birds. And buying those 100 birds, you know that as in that cage, that farm cannot contain that 100 birds. Before you know it, the there will not be they will not have space to to experience themselves, the experience that are still in that door. So they will not have that space to to move around. They will not have that space to move around, and they will find difficult to to grow the way you want it to grow. Understand? Don't. That is more reason why I say go. This thing I'm teaching you, I'm just doing it free of charge. No, you're not paying me anything, right? Good. So that is for number 5. Always that number 5, that location, let it be, let it not be outside your state. Let it not be what outside your state. Let it be within your state, because you need to be going there all the time to monitor them. You need to be going there all the time to check on them. Always check on them to know how far they are doing. Always check on them to know how far they are doing. Don't have any poultry farming outside your state. Let it be within what? your state. Let it be what? Within your what? Your state. Let it be within your state. So I think we'll stop here for today. For tomorrow, we'll continue from number 6 to 7 to 9. They still have a lot. Or let me trade this number. Okay. Tomorrow we'll continue from number 6. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share this video. If you find this video useful, please share to others to hear, to know. Thank you. Bye bye.